Yo, what's up, guys? Let's find some bets. Let's make some money. So where should we start? Where should we start? Let's take a look. We've already done a couple live streams. We had a late night live stream last night, and we got some good bets open on a bunch of different sports books. We got Fliff. These were the college basketball bets from the live stream last night. But anyways, where do we want to start out? Let's look for some plays. Okay. So maybe we start out on Dabble, then we can go to Fliff. I don't know. We can kind of bounce around from book to book. Again, the more of these sports books you have, the better, just because all these books have different lines. So we never know, which book is going to have the best bets on a given day. You can see there's some good plays kind of popping up on Fliff. Also Better. So let's check out Better. They've had some Super Bowl promos. I'm not sure what their Super Bowl promo is for today. But anyways, maybe we start out on Dabble. We've absolutely been crushing this sports book. Wow, fuck that. That's frustrating. So I bet Kobe White. Obviously it's different odds. I bet Kobe White over 5.5 assists on Fliff. But we can see if we want to double down. We can also get his line on Dabble. So let's pull up Dabble real quickly. And we'll kind of look at a bunch of different books in this live stream, but we might as well start out on Dabble. Dabble's the hot girl at the bar. They've just had a lot of good bets recently. So it's a kind of new fantasy book if you don't already have it. So you can see Kobe White's line is 5 on Dabble, 5 assists. Prize Picks has him at 5.5. FanDuel, they're just ripping odds towards his over. The market's moved towards his over. Caesars has him at 5.5 with the over favored. So let's go to the Bulls game. And let's start to lock in some plays. And we just want to move quick because, again, they do bump. You can see from the last live stream, they literally just bumped everything. So we're going to want to move quickly here. So we have, pretty clear value on this play, over 5. And then let's check out Evan Mobley rebounds. So let's go to rebounds. And let's take a look at the Cavs game. And I'll just try to move quickly, and we'll move on to maybe Underdog next, but let's make sure, 7, all the other fantasy sites have his line at 7.5. All the sports books have his line at 7.5. You have hundreds of books with sophisticated models setting NBA lines for today. They all have Mobley's line higher, at 7.5, all the other fantasy sites. So this is the next play we want to go with. So these are the first 2 picks. Load them up because they do bump stuff quickly on Dabble, so what we can do is let's go back here. Let's refresh this. And we need one final pick that we can go with on Dabble. So we have a couple different options, okay? We have Mobley's over. We have Kobe White's over. Where do we want to go to next? So let's take this. Jonathan Kuminga over 5.5 rebounds. So then we got to play for the Warriors game. All overs. And again, the way that Dabble works, right, is you're always getting a 6x payout. You can see on the screen, 6x payout for 3-pick entries. It doesn't matter if you take his over or his under. You get the same payout. So lock it in now just because they're going to bump this shit quick. So why do we want to take his over? Well, look at the market. All the books, all of these data points, not just one data point, all of these sports books have ripped him to being a big favorite to go over. So sometimes it doesn't verify my location when I have my phone connected. So I need to get rid of my phone for a second. Then we got to lock this shit in real quick. So we're going to have a 3-pick entry on Dabble to kind of start out the live stream. Here was from the previous live stream, but I think they bumped that. So what we're going to do is let me add this to my little live stream tracking sheet. That's all our bets. And, so this is live stream number 22. And this is a play on Dabble, 6x payout, and all overs. I hate overs. I really like betting on unders more, but we'll take overs if that's where the value is. So we have White over 5 assists, which we're doubling down on, plus 500 odds. So here's kind of the play on Dabble. That'll be the first thing that we go with. How do we feel about it? You guys like it? What do we think? What's up, guys? Let's fucking go. Did you guys get it in? I know they bumped stuff quickly, but hopefully you guys were able to get it in. Looks rock solid. So people get it in. Whomever gave out the tennis picks last night, thank you. Evan the DJ, I think that's his name. Evan the DJ's been giving out some fire tennis picks late at night in the live stream. So what we can do is maybe we move on to Underdog, because why not? The more of these books you got, the better. So I'll share this. It's in the description on YouTube as well. The tracking sheet, it's just kind of all the bets we have open. We're at roughly 1.1K profit since I started these live streams consistently about a week ago. And to be fair, it should be even higher because we got some plays already open for the Super Bowl that are looking good. Like this underdog play, we're down to the final leg on Debo. Man, it's crazy how quickly Dabble moves this stuff. But here's the spreadsheet kind of tracking all the plays. But anyways, what we can do is we can next move on to Underdog Fantasy. And let's just kind of take a look. So the first play we have is Lillard under 3.5 threes. So let's pull this up right here. Let's take a look at Lillard threes. Okay. So you can see like all the books, right? Everyone has Lillard heavily favored to go under. So then we can double down on this play. Might as well take it on underdog as well. So again, like you take a player's over versus under, you get the same payout on Underdog Fantasy regardless. All the sports books have him heavily favored. You can see Dabble already removed it. So Dabble's getting quick. I mean, it's kind of annoying for us, but they're getting quicker. You can see they already removed the play that we just hit. But it's still available on Underdog, which again is the benefit of having multiple books. All the books have his over heavily favored. That's what we want to be on. And then we can see like, okay, what else do we like? So we have Lillard. DiVincenzo under 5 threes. He's been on a tear. Ben Simmons. Tyrese Halliburton over 26.5 points plus assists. What do we want to go with? Miles McBride over 24.5 PRAs. Anyways, let's refresh this one more time. So they literally just completely removed him as a player. This player is no longer available. So this is what's frustrating about sports betting is you really got to move quickly to get in the best plays. So we have this play on Lillard. Unfortunately, they just moved the other play on Kuminga. So what we're going to have to do is just kind of continue to go through. So we have DiVincenzo under 5 threes. So we're starting out with unders on Underdog. Under 5 made threes. All the other books have his line at 4.5 without much juice. The other fantasy sites have his line at 4.5. That play seems solid. And what else do we want to look at? So this play on Kobe White, which I already gave out on Twitter, you can see, books continue to move odds towards his over. So we bet it at plus 110. Now it's down to plus 105. But we need one final play on Underdog. Conley under 18.5 points plus assists. Okay. We can take a look at this play. Zoom. All the books have his under heavily favored. So what we can do is we can just go to Conley. This play also pairs pretty well with Dame. Assuming hopefully the game's a blowout. Both of these players are on the bench in the fourth quarter. So usually taking unders from players, on opposing teams kind of makes sense in the NBA. So we can lock in this 3-pick entry if you want to lock it in. Again, Underdog Fantasy, they move things quick. This play on Damian Lillard is definitely the best one, but we want to find, pairs on Underdog Fantasy. The optimal slip type is a 3-pick entry on Underdog. So I'm going to go ahead, lock it in. If you want to lock it in, you had plenty of time to lock it in. So what I can do is I can put this in the chat. And here we can go. Here's the link to the Underdog play if you didn't get it. Again, sometimes Underdog Fantasy bumps things quick, and if you care about the math, that article I just put in the chat kind of breaks down why 3-pick entries are best on Underdog. Anyways, if you're new to the channel, I'm going to be live streaming a lot, so make sure to subscribe to the channel if you want to tune into some live streams, because we're for sure going to make some money on these live streams. We're for sure going to make some money on these live streams. So this is an Underdog play, and this is live stream number 22. We've done 22 live streams in a week, and we're up 1.1K with some good bets open. So let's see what else we got. So we got some plays on Fliff. We also got some plays on Hot Streak. Let's pull it up. So in these live streams, I try to focus on the main books. I mean, there's hundreds of sports books out there, Bet365, Betway, but I try to focus on the books that are legal in the most amount of states. So we have Grayson Allen, under 2.5 made threes at plus 122 odds. I mean, look at this. No other book is even giving you plus money. No other book's even giving you above minus 105. This is plus 122 on Hot Streak. So that play seems fantastic. And then we just need something to pair it with. So I'm not sure what the max is. I mean, people were talking about this in the live stream, asking for some plays from Hot Streak. So I decided I would add it again. I would start kind of using it again. So let's see how much they give me. If I try to bet $1,000, what do they say? Hurry the fuck up. Maximum entry amount is $50. Okay. So let's lock it in for 50. And let's see if they take it. Man, the site is slow as shit. So they took it, it looks like. So if you don't use Hot Streak, it's legal in a lot of states, and they also they have a lot of good promos. And again, the value here is about as clear as it gets. Grayson Allen under 2.5 made threes. And they only gave us $50, but that's okay. So we have $50, and this is on Hot Streak. And we have Allen under 2.5 made threes. Grayson Allen. And we have Banchero under 5.5 assists. So we're betting 50 to win 213. So that means we're betting 50 to win 213, right? But that's only $163 in profit if we win. So I'm just going to put in, 50 to 213. It's weird because they don't show you the odds. They just show you your payout. But regardless, who cares? Let's see if we can find anything good. What do we want to go with? So I explained this before, but yesterday on Underdog, that worked out really well in our favor. I gave out, Jalen over 11.5 rebounds. Now you can see, they have his line at 13.5 on Fliff. We actually got under 14 on Dabble in the previous live stream. So you can see that right here. And it may not make a ton of sense, but we're middle betting it, right? 11.5 to 14 is a huge gap. If he has 12, 13 rebounds, we win both bets. If he has 14, we'll push. So, and you can see too, it's kind of like you're buying a stock at 11.50, selling it at 14. You can see PrizePicks has his line at 13. We got under, so you can see he had 13 rebounds, and if he has 13 rebounds, that would be kind of ideal for us because we would win the over 11.5. We would also win the under 14 on Dabble. But long story short, you can also see there's some value here on his under once again. So his line has kind of been all over the place today. We sniped Underdog Fantasy last night for some early value, but what do we want to go with? Do we want to take his under? Do you guys like his under? So we can take a look at that. So we got Trailblazers Pistons. The Trailblazers are minus 242 favorites. Again, here's the play on Dabble. We got, this play locked in from this live stream. This was from the previous live stream. Yes, yes, yes. Everyone likes it. Where's DJ? Yo, where's DJ? What's up, man? What up, guys? Anyways, let's find some plays. What do we want to go with? So, again, it may not make a ton of sense, but hopefully, I will be very happy if Jalen has 12 or 13 rebounds because I will take this. We might as well take it. Also, actually, let's take a look at Better first because I thought they had some Super Bowl discounts from 3 to 7 p.m. Again, the more of these books you're using, the better. The play I gave out yesterday for their promo, they had a risk-free bet. It hit. I'm not even including it I didn't even include it in the tracking sheet because it was a risk-free bet. Basically, if you lose, you get your money back. So it didn't really feel fair. But what we can do is we can see what fucking promos do they have for the Super Bowl. Does anyone know what discounts they have? So they have a discount on Rice, 15% off his receiving yards line. So it's like, okay, we have this discount on Rice. And what we want to do is we want to find some pairs, right? We want to find some pairs. So a 10-yard discount for receiving yards, it may not seem like a big deal, but it's actually pretty impactful, right? Rice, he's probably not going to have 300 receiving yards. He's also not going to have 0. So, 50 to 60, like where his line is centered around is super impactful. You can kind of see if you look at alternate receiving yards. So if you look at like Rice, for 40 to 50 yards, there's a 200-cent swing. Minus 470 to minus 270. So it's very impactful. Long story short, these are a no-brainer. And then what we need to do is we just need to find a pair to go with because we only have 5 more minutes to take advantage of this promo. Shit, man. We only got 5 minutes. So what we can do is we can go to the NBA. And it's a promo. So what we can do is we can go to the Golden State game. And let's just start loading up some plays. Again, if you want to tail, I'm going to try to move quickly because the game starts soon. So we want under 18.5 assists. Again, better. It works just like DraftKings, all these other, or it works just like Prize Picks. You take an over and under, you get the same payout regardless. So we want that. And then we want to go to the Timberwolves game, and we're going to double down on Conley's under. Bump. And ideally, we can find another couple picks to go with for this promo. So we have TJ McConnell under 17.5 PRAs. So let's go back here. And we have TJ McConnell under 17.5 PRAs. You can see all the other books have his line at 16.5. And then we have Cade over 36.5 PRAs. So what we can do is we can go to the Pistons game. Where is this shit? There we go. It's the final game of the day. So we have Cade over 36. Nope, that's not what I meant to take. Come on. So I want his over 36.5 PRAs, and this is what we want. I mean, that's what I'm going to go with. It's a promo play, so they only give you a max of $20. But again, these promos, like this is the easiest money we're going to make sports betting. So if you want to lock it in, here's what I'm going with. Also, remember Prize Picks has they have one on Mahomes. The more books you have access to, the better. All these books run promos, stuff like that. I mean, tomorrow, Sleeper has a promo. They have a $50 risk-free bet starting tomorrow. So your first bet, you lose, you get your money back. I mean, all these sports books run these promos as like a marketing cost. So we can lock this in on better. Take the fucking bet. And sometimes it's like when my phone is connected, it just has some issues. So let's try again with my phone disconnected. Take the bet, man. And there we go. It ended up submitting it. So here you can see kind of the entry. Boom. So we have Rice over 57.5 receiving yards. Rice over 57.5 receiving yards. And this is a 20x payout on better. And I'll put the exact picks in the chat just in case you can't see them. And we can lock it in. So definitely better. I mean, I usually can't find much value on this book, but they have had a lot of good promos recently. So we might as well take advantage of the promo money, right? Might as well. So what we can do is, let me just put this in the chat. Here's the picks we're going with. And what we can do is we can go here. And we got a $20 promo play on better, and then this is a 20x payout. We got a lot of picks, baby. So we have 2 minutes until the game start. Man, you can see hot streak, like, we just bet Grayson Allen's under at plus 122. Now they have it down to minus 153. Boom, boom. So these lines move fucking quick. And what we can do is we can see, what do we have open on Fliff? Okay. So let's lock this in. I mean, you could also arb this with FanDuel. FanDuel has his over at plus 115, so you can bet the over on FanDuel, the under on Fliff, and you could make a profit. But anyways, what we want to do is we want to go to the Pistons game. I'm trying to shut up and lock in some plays. Let's get some plays in. We got a lot of NBA today. Come on, man. So another way you can think about it is like Fliff has the over favored. Every other one of these books has the under favored. Pinnacle has the under favored. All these other books have the under favored. So Fliff is fucking up. And again, everything's baked into these lines. So let's lock it in. And now we got another play on Fliff. And we are rolling. What's up, guys? Dame is out. Line's about to be flying around. What the fuck, man? Dame's out? We had so many bets on Dame to go under 3.5 made threes. Dabble, please. Yeah, let's take a look at Dabble. But let me add this to my sheet. Whoa. So we have Duran under 13.5 rebounds. So we got a bunch of different bets on him. And then this is minus 110 odds. Let's fucking go. And let me put the sheet in the chat, just kind of tracking all the plays. And then what book should we go to next? Prize Picks, Dabble, what should we look at? Any Ontario DFS books? I think in Ontario you have Caesars, or sorry, you have Prize Picks, maybe not. Chalkboard promo. What's the Chalkboard promo? Let's take a look at Chalkboard. What's the Chalkboard promo? Does anyone know the Chalkboard promo? So Chalkboard, I mean, it's just another DFS app. There's like 100 of them, and literally I just bet the good promos on each one. I don't see a promo. Oh, we got Ben Simmons over under half of an assist plus rebound. So that seems solid. And usually there's not much value on Chalkboard, at least when I've looked at it. Maybe that changes today, but I doubt it. We could double down on, yeah, fuck it. I mean, I'm all about doubling down on plays. So what we can do is we can go here to Jalen, and it seems like the best value on him. No, not fucking Kevin Durant. I want to look at Durant. Okay. So we want under 13.5 rebounds. This is just another fantasy book. And they have a promo play on Ben Simmons over half of an assist plus rebound. I mean, so basically a free win. Maximum is $10. Okay, so max is $10 for this Chalkboard promo. So this is a 3.44x payout, but that's plus 244 odds. Because your payout includes your stake. So we're betting 10 to win 24.40 in profit. Perfect. And this is only for $10, but we locked it in. Taking advantage of all the easy money promos today. Let's fucking go. So we have Duran under 13.5 rebounds. And what we're really hoping for is that he has over half of a rebound plus assist. I mean, really, hopefully he has 12 or 13 rebounds. That would make my day. So let's check out Dabble. And let's see if we can find anything good. Oh, Chick-fil-A. Fuck yeah. I'm going to get some Chick-fil-A here in a bit. And oh my gosh, they added him back up. This play is absolutely incredible. Let's go quick, guys. If you want the best bet of the day, this may be it. So let's take a look. Did they just remove the whole fucking game? Where is the Pistons game? Where's the Pistons game? So let's go back here. Come on, load up. And then we want to go to the NBA. Where's the Pistons game? So here's the Pistons game. And oh my God, they actually put him back up. Let's go. So this is sick. I mean, we bet this earlier. They like auto removed it, and now they're putting it back up. So please, if you want to bet this with me, load it up quickly. I mean, Prize Picks has the line at 13. All these other books have his line at like 12.5. So we're creating like the most ultimate middle of all time. So what we can do is we can go here and we want him under 14 rebounds. About as clear as it gets. And then we want Claxton, Hartenstein under 30.5 PRAs. Anyways, let's just refresh this. Let's see if we find anything good. This is crazy. Hopefully they don't remove it, but load it up. Damn, so you could also take his rebounds plus assist line. It's like all his unders look good. I mean, his points plus rebounds line looks good. FanDuel, you know, all these other books have his line lower. So this play on Mobley, did they put Mobley back? Because then I can bet Mobley again. And they did put Mobley back. Fucking getting them. I thought they were going to auto-remove all my shit, but they're not, which is great. So, do I have Dabble filtered out? Where the fuck's Dabble, bro? So, okay. So, the final play we can go with can be Hartenstein under 30 PRAs. So, this play looks beautiful, and just try to move quickly. They bump shit quick. So this is what I'm going to lock in. Load it up. Anyways, I got to disconnect my phone for like half a second. Shut the fuck up. To get this rolling, and what we can do is we can lock it in, and they took it again. Holy moly. That's incredible. I mean, this play's incredible, right? We just got him under 14 rebounds, which is crazy because you could just go to FanDuel if you wanted to. And you could bet him over 12.5, right? Then if he has 13 or 14 rebounds, you win both bets, or you win one and you push one. So that's a sick play. I mean, I would bet that over and over and over again if I could. So we have under 14 rebounds, under 30 PRAs, and then we have Mobley over 7 rebounds. Let's go. Whoever pointed that out, thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Is Sports Quack on there? So Sports Quack, actually, it's just a rebranded version. There used to be an app called Sports. Whoa. What is going on in the Timberwolves game? So Dame is out. So it looks like lines are moving, and now the Timberwolves are favored. Maybe that's what's happening. So let's take a look here. Should we bet on the Timberwolves tonight? Minus 110. So, what are our thoughts on this? Timberwolves money line. They're the, you know, it seems like Fliff is stale, right? Well, lines are moving a bit. Let's give it a sec. All these other books have, I'm just trying to give it a sec. Like sometimes give the market a sec to process whatever new information is coming out. Also, you have the total moving. Slam the under 226.5. This will be the first play we lock in. Fucking go, 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 go. Take the bet. Oh my God. I fucking hate when they do this. Sometimes they just so they just remove the game, which is extremely frustrating. Now they put it back up, under 226.5. Take the bet, and they just remove it again. Very janky and very frustrating. I mean, they're just removing it whenever I want to bet it. Frustrating as hell. Anyways, did Dabble remove the Durin play, or can I rebet this shit? And yeah, they just removed everything. I mean, it's absolutely insane. They will do anything to try to screw us over, which is frustrating. But on the bright side, we have some other plays that we can go with. Man, we are just going to have all sorts of bets in this game. So let's take a look at this. So you can see here, Dabble has his line. I mean, so what we want to do is we want to say, okay, you guys may have taken away one of our lines. So they just removed his rebound line. I mean, you straight up, the player everyone is betting on in terms of his rebounds, you're just going to straight up remove. But what we can do is we can go to his points plus rebounds line, get an opportunistic over here, and we're looking at betting his under 32. So let's take a look at this shit. Let's see if we like it. 30.5, 29.5, 31.5. Yep, this is definitely a play we want to be on. They thought they could just take away the edge from us, but what they didn't realize is I'm going to fucking snipe all their good shit. And then what we can do is we can go here and we can go to D. Mitchell. We can go to Donovan Mitchell, over 36.5, over 36 PRAs. I like betting on Donovan Mitchell. So you can see all the sports books not only have his line higher at 36.5, some even have him up at 37.5, but they have the over favored. Again, I'm trying every play I give out, I promise you, has an edge, right? I mean, that's my goal. Like, actually give out non-bullshit picks that fucking are going to make us money. We're already up 1.1K. The tracking sheet is, again, in the description on YouTube. We're up 1.1K, but hopefully we can, blast that out of the water tonight. So we now have 2 picks, but we need a 3rd pick. So what do we want to go with? I'm going to fade Luka again. I know everyone hates fading Luka, but I follow a very data-driven approach, and that's the play. I mean, and also, what the heck is going on? So thanks for removing all my picks. That felt great, but what I want to do is I just need to reload. Well, I should say, if you want to bet this, lock it in. Just because clearly they're auto-removing some of these plays. So if you want to bet it, now's your chance. Lock that shit in. And I'll give it like 5 more seconds. And I don't even remember, what are the 4 p.m. games? So we have the Warriors game starting, and we have the Magic game. Okay. So I'm going to lock it in at this point. Plenty of time was given. And you can see they tell me, yo, your max is 45. It's like, okay, thanks. And what we can do is we can now add this to the sheet. So again, you want to be opportunistic. Never know which books are going to have the best bets on a given day. And right now, it just seems like, okay, Luka Doncic, under 19.5 rebounds plus assists, and then under 32 points plus rebounds. So it's not like I woke up today and wanted to bet this shit, just where the value is. So let's see what else we got. Prize picks parlay. Colby White is back. Can you show what you have on Fliff, please? Yeah, of course. I mean, they removed the picks I'm trying to bet in the other game. But here's what we have on Fliff. Jalen under 13.5 rebounds at -110 odds. This was from Twitter. And then we have 2 college basketball picks from last night. Kobe White assists. Everyone keeps saying Kobe White assists. What's going on with Kobe White's assist line? So let's see what's available. Maybe if we're lucky, they'll let us bet this. Who thinks they'll let us bet this? I highly doubt that they're going to take this. Nope, they're not going to take it. So frustrating. But, damn, they did put back Kobe White's assist line at 5. So it's weird because they're auto-removing picks, but then they're putting them back up. And this stuff has value. So what we can do is we can take a look here at what we have going on for Kobe White assists. So they put him back up at 5. All these other books have his line at 5.5 with the over favored. So clearly there's good value. They removed him. So what we can do, and what do we currently have open? Some hockey plays. And then some play on FanDuel. Anyways, so we have Kobe White assists. So we want to go back here and let's take a look at it. Right, this is in the Bulls game. They put him back up. All the other fantasy sites have him at 5.5. All the sports books have him at 5.5. ESPN Bet, they have his line at 5.5 with the over favored. Even if you don't use ESPN Bet, like, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. It's still a source of information. A book with a sophisticated model. They're pretty good at setting lines. So you want to put some weight into their odds. Shut the fuck up. So we can go back here. And they didn't remove Mitchell. And honestly, I'm aware a lot of action on Jalen's unders, but hey, if that's where the value is, that's what we're going to be placing. So again, I'm going to lock this in. If you want to lock it in, try to get it in quick, just because they will bump stuff. So here's the play that we're going to lock in on Dabble. And this is, again, they only give me a max of $45. So we're going to have a bunch of plays for $45, and a lot of these are starting to look kind of similar, but honestly, I don't really care because they all these plays have really solid value, so that's kind of fine. And then we have White over 5 assists. So that's a play on Dabble. Here it is, lock it in, lock that shit in, and then let's lock it in. So maybe now they'll end up moving it, I don't know. But we got down another play. It seems like Fliff isn't even letting us place these bets in the Bucks game. I mean, we tried betting the total. What we didn't try betting is the money line. Glitchy as fuck, so it probably won't even let us bet it, and they don't even let us bet it. So that's frustrating. But what we can do is we can. So we're not going to be able to place any of these bets on Fliff for the Bucks game. Which is annoying because they're the best plays. It does look like this play on Mobley is decent. You could also arbitrage bet this, like you're getting his over at plus money on Fliff. You're getting his under at plus money on Bet Online. Hit both of these for $250. Seems pretty good. Evan Mobley over. So he was injured for a bit, or he wasn't playing. Now it seems like he's back in full swing. He's gone over. So the reason not to take this bet would be we already have it on Dabble. So maybe we lock it in on Fliff. I mean, why not, right? I can't really give you a good reason to not bet this, so I'm going to bet it. And where's the Cavs game? I don't even see the game. Where the fuck is the game? So we want to go to the Nets game. Where is the Nets game on Fliff? This app, I don't even see the game, so maybe we won't be able to bet that. So there's a lot of good bets on Fliff. The problem is the app's too janky and we can't even bet them. Yeah, I don't even see the Nets game up. And it starts in 13 minutes, which is annoying. But the second they put it back up, we'll bet Mobley's over. Fliff is the only book with his under favored. All these other books have the over favored, about as clear as it gets. And again, so many people will be like, oh, you're not considering matchups. So you can see they remove the game. It doesn't matter. Like, matchups don't matter. It's already priced into the market. You're not considering what he did last game. It's like, it's great that he went over 4 out of the past 5 games, but it doesn't matter. His line is set at 7.5 for a reason. So now you can see it looks like Dabble removed all these plays. Fliff has a motherfucker in Latvia manually adjusting odds. Devin Booker is out. Booker's out. Booker's out. So if Booker's out, we should see some movement in the Suns game. If Booker's out, what's great about the NBA is just all these books, right, they all set their own lines, and players are very impactful. So, like, for example, if Shohei Ohtani is out in a Dodgers game, it doesn't really affect the money line a lot. It doesn't affect Freddie Freeman's lines. It doesn't really affect Mookie Betts' lines. In basketball, like if Durant's out or if Booker's out, Durant's line has to move higher. The market goes into, like, disarray. So usually these books, like, they struggle to adjust lines properly. So this play on Kobe White looks incredible. I mean, FanDuel has his under at plus 106. You could bet the over and the under, but anyways, any value on Dabble. If not, maybe we go to Underdog or we can go to Better. Oy. So Dabble, it looks like finally removed the plays we locked in, which is great. Or it's not great. It's not great if you weren't able to bet them. But you can see they just removed all the stuff we bet. Which honestly, at this point, it's just a little funny. But hey, you know you're doing something right when the sportsbook is scared of your bets, right? So, let's go back here. And 1 Dabble play, 2 Dabble play, 3 Dabble play, 4 Dabble play, 5 Dabble play, 6 Dabble plays. So we're on his over 5.5 rebounds. Let's take a look. See how we're doing. Halliburton, we're on Halliburton's over an assist. That was from a Prize Picks play. So hopefully, we'll see. He already has 1 rebound. But anyways, let's see. A watched pot never stirs, or whatever the saying is. Let's see if we can find anything for the later games that we can actually bet. So Better, the board's pretty dry. And that's, again, why you want to have more of these books. Sometimes, you know, there's jack shit available on Better, but there's good value on, like, Dabble. Yo, he definitely has 1 rebound. But anyways. So Better, the board's pretty dry. Okay, so Dabble, the board's pretty dry. At least it seemed like they basically removed everything we were trying to bet. So the board's pretty dry. Better, the board's pretty dry. Let's go to Underdog. And hopefully we can find something good. Anyways, let's see. So Donovan Mitchell, first quarter points. We're already on his over in PRAs, but these books started to add these NBA first quarter lines recently, and there's been some decent value. So it doesn't even look like Prize Picks has a lineup for Mitchell. But if you want to fade Mitchell, here's a good spot too. Underdog has his line at 6.5. The sports books, DraftKings, Caesars, they have his line at 5.5. First quarter points. So a little bit of value on the under. Halliburton's already at 3 assists. He's cooking. He's back. So let's see what we got. I mean, maybe Fliff will finally let us bet it. If anyone's able to bet this on Fliff, let me know. Because it doesn't seem... So now they just moved it. I mean, you can see here they didn't let us bet it. And then once they actually got their odds correct, they said nope. And they moved it higher. Which is super annoying. Luka under in rebounds on Fliff. Underdog took it off once you spoke. Yeah, I mean, there's a very real chance, just based on how quick Underdog is bumping some of this stuff. Let's see what we got. So, did they actually bump Mitchell? Let's see. That would be annoying. But let's see. Yo, come on, load Underdog. So you can see they already... No, well, Where's his first quarter point? So they just completely got rid of it. So Underdog is a great book. The issue is they just bump stuff quickly. So I feel like on these live streams, it's been annoying. So Halliburton's already at 4 assists. We got him over 7.5. We got him over 7.5 on. So a lot of these closed pretty good. We had, the play I gave out on Twitter yesterday, we had Halliburton at 7.5. Books closed him at 8.5. And then we had Jalen over 11.5. Obviously, we just bet his under 14, but Underdog screwed up a lot of early lines last night. So now you can see there's just a couple esports plays, but they're not super inspiring. Nets game is back up. All hail the Kobe statue. Yeah, I'm excited to see that. So Underdog, jack shit. Let's go to Dabble. No fucking way they put it back up. Oh my gosh. So if you weren't able to bet it on Dabble, or if you want to play it again, I mean, did they really put him back up at 14? Let's see. Let's refresh this because it seems like they did. So it seems like they're auto-removing picks, but then some of the actually really good ones, they're adding back in. So we can take a look here. If we go to the NBA, let's go to the Pistons game. You can see they added him back up at 14 rebounds, which is a crazy good play. I mean, that is crazy good value. Under 14, I don't know what they're doing. But the issue is we need some pairs, and the other picks they auto-removed. So, like, there was one play in the Lightning game. We have Kucherov not to score a goal. That play seemed at least a little decent. I mean, the play on Jalen is so good. Like, I mean, it's just a huge line discrepancy. So, and again, a lot of people are like, oh, who really cares if FanDuel has his line at 12.5 and the other sports books have his line at 12.5? But again, it's if you go to where the fuck is this game? Where's the Trailblazers game? Oh, here it is. So I was looking at tomorrow. But what you can see is, like, for 2 rebounds for Duren, like, he goes from minus 180 to plus 115. Like, these are big jumps in the odds. And again, this is how you get an edge. This is how you actually beat the books. So we need another play that we can pair on Dabble, though. So this play I already locked in on Fliff at plus 110. It seems like the Timberwolves line, they ended up moving on Fliff. But let's see. Oh, shit. No way. Kevin Durant, over 6.5 assists. So, Booker's out. Kevin Durant news. Kevin Durant, line should be moving towards his over in assists, right? He'll probably be taking more of the passing load. So the market's moving. Hot streak is stale. Still offering this at minus 108. So what we want to do is we want to move quickly, and we want to go to Durant. Come on. Over 6.5 assists at minus 108 odds, which is a 1.9 payout. And then we can just add in Luka rebounds. And we can fade Luka. And they're only going to get $50, but this can be a nice little hot streak play. Go. It's just a little bit of a janky site, but they took it. So again, like, we kind of capitalized on the line movements, right? Booker's out. That's new information in the market. All these books have to update their lines. So you can see all the other books have ripped, Durant's line towards the over. Booker's out. Durant will probably have more assists with Booker out. So you can see, boom, he goes from plus 116 to minus 152. So a huge change in the odds. Hot streak is stale, still with his under favored, so we just fucked him up over the line movement. So that feels good. Doncic under 9.5 rebounds. And this plays on hot streak. which is a book. You can check if it's legal in your state. I mean, it's legal in a bunch of states. So we have 50 to win 172. And again, in the description on YouTube, you'll kind of see the, did they move? Let's see. KD rebounds. So definitely, here's kind of the sheet tracking all the live stream plays. But what I want to make sure of is, did they give me the proper odds or did they try to fucking move the odds on me? So we had Kevin Durant at minus 108. And then we had Luka at minus 115. So I'm betting 50. Yeah, so it's approximately correct. So that's good. So again, like capitalizing on line movements, picking off books when they're stale. Oh my God. So you can see Fliff is fucking up again. They probably, knowing Fliff, they won't let us bet it. Mavericks minus 4, minus 110. I mean, clearly that's a slam. All these other books have it. And of course, oh, now we decide to move the line to 6.5. Little shitheads. So how we looking? With our plays we got open today. Halliburton, 7 assists in the first quarter. Fuck. I should have taken more action on Halliburton. Then we got this Penn State guy under 8.5 rebounds. And we have Halliburton on Prize Picks too. So, I mean, we're rolling. Feels good. Moving on to fading Luka. And Fliff, as usual, janky as shit and not letting us place bets. So here you can see Durant's assist play still available. And now they have Giannis's line is at 8.5 assists. They're the only book giving you plus money on the under. So, I mean, this play is pretty clear. No other book even giving you plus money. Hot Streak giving you plus 111. They're being dumb. And then we could take Durant rebounds plus assists. So let's go here. And then maybe we'll go over to Underdog. And we want Giannis under... Giannis is not an 8.5 assist type of guy. Like, or they already moved it. So they already moved it. I mean, Hot Streak, you'll notice they move lines quickly. He's already down to... Let's see. But the play's going to go away. Hot Streak moves lines a lot. So, is this Timberwolves line still up? Let's see. So let's get rid of this. Okay, come on, go down. So are they going to let us bet this Timberwolves line now? Because they put the odds back up. So you can see minus 125 looks solid. Best advice I got when sports betting. And of course, they're not going to let us. They're going to just switch it to -2 and try to bait us into betting a much shittier play. So we're not going to be able to bet that, unfortunately. Which is pretty annoying that they're doing this. But anyways, go back to 122 half, first half Jazz. Anyways, again, if you're new to the YouTube channel, been doing these live streams more consistently about a week now. Here's all the plays we have open. In a week, we did 22 live streams. We're up a little over $1,000. Average bet size around $50. And subscribe to the channel because we'll probably be doing a lot more. And hopefully tomorrow we can find some good Super Bowl bets. Anyways, someone said go back to Dabble. So there was the really good play on Jalen, but let's see if there's anything else available to pair with it. So, I mean, they added the Kobe White play back. No way. So let's go here. And I mean, I'm just being a complete degenerate right now. I'm aware because I've already included Kobe White now in a few different slips, but we're going to live and die by it. But also this play on Jalen is so good. Like, if you really wanted to, get as much exposure as you want. I mean, hammer this under for as big as you can, and then you can just find the best odds on his over. But anyways, this is what I'm going to lock in if you want to lock it in. It's another little variation of a 3-pick entry. I love my 3-pick entries, and we'll hopefully cash some good shit tonight. But even if you're like, I feel like I have too much exposure to his under with his line at 14, go to Caesars, bet his over 12.5 at minus 108 odds. I mean, that's a no-brainer. If he has 13 rebounds or 14 rebounds, you're going to win both bets or win one and push one. Insanely profitable betting strategy. Middle betting, over 12.5 at minus 108. That's the best line you can get on Caesars. But anyways, I'm going to lock this in. Again, I got to disconnect my phone. But what we can do is we can do that. Fucking verify my location. Halliburton cooking. So today was a good day to take Halliburton. It seems like that's going to be a free win. Prize picks. They gave out a lot of promo funds to a lot of people today, but I didn't get anything. But anyways, Halliburton should cruise over, which feels good. So let's go here, and let's add in this Dabble play we have. So a lot of plays on Dabble. I apologize if you're not able to use it, but that's where a lot of the value is. So that, in this live stream, I keep it simple. I'm just betting shit that I think has an edge, and hopefully we make some money off it. So what we can do is we can refresh this. Anthony Edwards, under 5.5 rebounds. Every time I fade Ant, it has not worked in my favor recently, but let's take a look. So Dame is out. Market's kind of moving around, probably based off the Dame news. Again, when a player's out, that affects the money line, the spread, all the other players too. If Lillard's out, Giannis's assist line goes higher. So it kind of makes sense that some plays were showing up on Giannis. Anyways, let's see what we got. Edwards. So let's go here. Let's take a look at our boy Ant Edwards. And again, here's the play on Dabble. And you can see they auto-removed everything again, except for the play on Jalen, which is funny. But we want Edwards under 5.5 rebounds, right? Boom. Whole market has him heavily favored to go under. I don't care how smart you think you are. You got a bunch of billion-dollar companies, all these sports books, they're all telling you the same thing. Anthony Edwards is a big favorite to go under 5.5 rebounds. But are there any good pairs? That's kind of the question. So this play on Kobe White looks really good, but we already bet it, and Fliff has a max bet size of $250. Everything looking solid so far on Pickett. Mobley over 7 rebounds is plus 100 on Fliff. Anyways, let's take a look. So what I really need is Brunson to get some rebounds. Gone with the win. Edwards gone. Wow, fuck that. Yeah, so Underdog, I mean, that's the hard thing about these live streams is they just move quick. So what we can do is we can just... You might have to hide when you do your Underdog bets. Yeah. So this hot streak play is looking good. We need him to get some rebounds. We need Halliburton to continue to deal. Anyways, we'll see. Again, I really treat my sports betting like a kind of investor. Not every bet's going to win. I'm well aware. It's all about having an edge in winning long term. So we have Connolly under 7.5 assists now. So we can take a look at Dabble. I mean, let's see. Maybe we can get something new. I don't know. Let's see. What we really need is Brunson to get some rebounds because it looks like our Underdog play, the one I gave out on Twitter last night, is looking solid if Brunson can get some rebounds. Sheesh. Also, the Underdog play I gave out last night, it looks like we have a game, an esports game starting in, 20 minutes. Wow. So there is more value on Dabble, and I'm aware everyone... I'm aware we've already hit a lot of slips on Dabble, but if they're going to give me... And again, I'm limited, right? So, like... I mean, it's crazy. Like, they keep putting his lineup at 14. Like, go to Caesars and just middle bet this. Hit the over 12.5 at minus 108. Like, 2 rebounds is a big deal. That's a huge swing in the odds. So that's a super profitable middle. And you will have the sweat of your life. Bet him over 12.5 at minus 108, under 14 on Dabble. And then you pray for him to have 13 or 14, because then you win both bets. So they remove it and then they put it back. But the thing is there's other options too. Like it's not surprising, but a lot of times when they screw up one line, like Kobe White, right? Dabble's screwing up his rebounds or his they're screwing up his assist line. So not super surprising, but they're also screwing up his rebounds plus assist line. They have him at 10. All the other books have him at 10.5 with the over favored. So what we can do is maybe we're like, let's diversify a bit. And instead you can like take his rebound. Oh, fuck. They already bumped him up to 10.5. So they already actually removed this. It seems like. Go, baby. So let's go here. And then what we want to do is we want to see. So we got 20 minutes, okay? We got 20 minutes to lock in some more bets before the 5 p.m. games start. And what we want to do is, where's rebounds plus assists? So they added him at 10, right? Which clearly has good value. And every play I ever give out is going to have good value. You can see FanDuel, they're just moving odds towards his over. The market's constantly moving as new information comes in. As these sports books take bets, particularly from sharp, profitable customers, they're moving their lines like they're not fucking stupid. Man, it is not going to be a good night if Jalen gets a lot of rebounds, but the edge on this play is just so good. So I don't know what else to do aside from bet it, man. So then we have Conley. This is probably like the worst play, but you can see like the market's moved Conley to being a pretty big favorite to go under 7.5 assists. And Conley is always a scary player to fade, but you know, all the books have his under heavily favored. Why am I smarter than the sports books? I'm not. I'm not creating a better model than a bunch of billion-dollar companies. So what we can do is we can, you know, if you want to lock this in, load it up. If you already feel like you have enough exposure to Jalen and Kobe White, then maybe don't load it up. But again, Dabble has a lot of value right now. So here's the play I'm going with if you want to lock it in. And like, I mean, we've literally crushed Dabble. I've used this book like 35 days. It's by far been my best book in 2023, 32K profit. 50% ROI. And obviously not every day's a winner, but overall we've, you know, done a good job. To say the least, we've won a lot of bets on Dabble. So obviously we have a lot of exposure to the same kind of picks today, but that's fine because all these plays have a very strong edge. And again, if you don't want too much risk, just middle bet the play on, you know, on Jalen. Over 12.5, under beautiful. And you don't want to play 2-pick entries on Dabble. You want to play 3-pick entries. That's kind of the optimal slip type. Like you can see, they give you a 6x payout. Stop. They give you a 6x payout for these 3-pick entries. We just need one more from Hallie. No, 2 more. I apologize. But, right, they give you, on Dabble, they give you a 6x payout, right? That's a really good payout. Like, if you look at Prize Picks and you just make some, what the fuck is wrong with this website? But if you look at Prize Picks, right, they're only giving you a 5x payout. It makes a really big difference long term. They give you a really good payout. 5 pick, please. Locked in. It's going to be a good day. Hopefully it's going to be a good day. So we can see here, what do we got open? Let's go. So Benchero still at 1 assist. That's working out. Anyways, hopefully it is a good day. We'll see. Prize picks fell off. Prize picks really did fall off. I mean, just the limits. It's bullshit, man. So, you know, some plays coming up on better. So if you don't follow, like, you know, a source for injury movements, Underdog has a good one. And usually, like, obviously if a big player is out, if Dame's out, if Giannis is out, a lot of times the market goes into disarray. All these books need to update their lines, and you'll start to see good bets pop up. Official starting lineup announcements, like all this stuff moves around the market. So it's worth just kind of like, I follow along with it every day. Just Underdog, you know, they're kind of like lineup alerts. Yo. College basketball bet. Sheesh. So let's go here. This play looks really good. I mean, you can see Fliff is the only book with the Governors +1 favored. All these other books, like, this is about data. It's not that I know this team, I know any coaches, no bullshit. I mean, look at all the other books. They have this favored. Bet Online, pretty sharp sports book. DraftKings, Pinnacle, a pretty sharp sports book. They all have, you know, the Owls -1 as the favored outcome, and we're getting it at +105. This is a no-brainer. So I just need to make sure I find the right bet. This is what we want. And I'm going to lock this in on Fliff. Again, just a very data-driven approach. And Fliff only has a max bet size of 250. A lot of people will be like, yo, why don't you only place one bet a day? And it's like, well, Fliff, they only give you a max bet size of 250. So even if you have like a 20% ROI, which would be really good, the max you're going to make on Fliff is $50 a day. So you need to get down the volume, right? You need to consistently be finding good bets. And this is on Fliff, and we're getting +105. Fuck, man. So these books, like, maybe all the sharp customers are, you know, hammering Kennesaw State, and that's why lines are moving towards them. Like, it's not always clear. Maybe a good player for, you know, the Governors got injured. I mean, there's a lot of reasons these lines can move, just like there's a lot of reasons the price of a stock can change, but that all ultimately gets reflected in the market in the odds that these sports books are putting out. So, I mean, we could double down on them and bet them +1. Fuck, man, am I really going to double down on them? Yes, I am. So we're going to have some college basketball sweats. +1. +1, right? This is what we want, -110. Best advice I got when I started sports betting, right? Just treat it like trading a stock, you know? Like, we're able to buy this at $110 when the rest of the market has it priced around like 140. You know, like if you look up Walmart stock, it's at 169.37. The company's worth $455 billion. Like, there's millions of investors who wake up every day and their full-time job is running models and thinking, is Walmart a buy? Is it a sale? And this is fair value. This is the price where supply and demand meet, 169.37. And it's the same thing here. We're buying something at 110 that the market, we have numerous sports books. Pinnacle and Bookmaker are very sharp sports books too. They have this line at like -136. There's really clear value on this. And again, like the nice thing is Fliff only gives you a max bet size of $250. So we kind of get like a little more action on this than we had previously. So now we have like $500 of exposure. We have the -1 and we have the +1. +1 is better. Yeah, the +1 is better. Their money line is -110. So +1 is better than the money line. How we looking? So we now have these plays on Fliff. You can see they just bumped Jalen. They just bumped him down to -115. Damn, we are going to have a lot of fucking sweats open for today. What's better than that? So let's take a look. DiVincenzo still with no threes. That's what I like to see. But what I really want to see is Brunson get some rebounds. Best time of the night. Really is. So let's see what we have. I mean, it looks like Dabble just keeps putting up these plays, so I could tune out and call it a day, or we could keep betting this shit. I mean, like, I'm ruthless with regards to these fucking books, but if there's value, I'm going to snipe it. So what we can do is we can go here to the Timberwolves game. So, like, we want to look at Edwards. Player threes. So let's kind of take a look at the market, right? You can see his 2.5 to 3.5. Like, that's a huge jump. So on Dabble, they have his line at 3. Did they remove him? What's annoying is you kind of have to, like, get rid of it and then kind of, like, add it back. So what we can do is we can add it back. And we want to bet him under 3. So we have 9 minutes. A lot of the games are starting in 9 minutes. But we do have some night games. And again, if you're new to the YouTube channel, like, subscribe. We'll be doing more live streams. So you can see here, like, you know, we're betting under 3. So under 3 is kind of the midpoint of under 2.5 and under 3.5, right? So, like, you know, FanDuel has his under 2.5 at -106. His under 3.5 is -320, -330. So his under 3 would be -220 if you kind of, like, take the midpoint. So this play is actually really good, right? This play seems rock solid. Rock solid. So what we can do is we can kind of refresh this. And maybe we can get something good. Because there's some new plays coming up on Underdog too. So we just bet this at, what did we bet it at? We just bet that shit at +105. Now it's down to +100. So that feels good. We're already on Kobe White's over rebounds plus assists. We're on his over 10, so even better on Dabble. So I don't really want to rebet that. Right? Like, why bet over, even if the play has a little bit of edge, over, you know, where is it? Over 10.5? Like, I'd rather bet the over 10 on Dabble. Obviously, we already have this. So they finally bumped, I mean, it's still good, but they bumped Jalen's line down to 13.5. So we're done betting on Jalen. But we're not done betting on Kobe White, at least yet. Shit. So we want this over. So we need a big game from Kobe White. And then we have Edwards under. Ooh. So let's see what else was there in this game. Crowder under 3.5 assists. Let's take a look. Crowder under 3.5 assists. So again, Dame's out. I don't really know what effect that has on Jay Crowder, but you can see the market has moved towards his under with Damian Lillard out. I don't know. Maybe he's expected to get less playing time, which doesn't seem to make a ton of sense, but I don't know. Brunson is not playing. Brunson is not playing. Crowder under 3.5 assists is crazy. Oh, Brunson's not playing. Well, that's fine. I mean, if he doesn't play, this will just bump down. Well, I mean, that's, yeah. If he's not playing, this will just bump down to a 4-pick entry. So let's take a look. And what do we want to look at? So we were looking at Dabble. People are hating on my Crowder pick, so maybe we see if there's anything better. There's Grant under 6.5 first quarter total points. So again, like every single pick I give out, every single fucking pick I give out, I can point to and explain to you why it has a mathematical edge. And, you know, that's the goal. Prize Picks has his line at 6. Okay, cool. What about, I like these first quarter unders too. Underdog has his line at 6. All the sports books have his line at 5.5. About as clear as it gets. So we have 6 minutes left before this game starts. So first quarter total points, and you'll get quick, like, again, these books fucking bump shit around. So it is important to move quickly, but you'll kind of get a sense of where everything is on these books. And again, all these books have sign-up bonuses. All these books literally give you free money, $100 sign-up bonus, whatever, for signing up. So if you want to lock this in, lock it in, because I'm going to lock it in. If you want to lock it in, they may bump it. So we are just sniping value fucking everywhere. I really hope we have a good day. And then we have Grant under 6.5 first quarter. And you had plenty of time to bet it if you wanted to. So you can see they give me a max of $45. And I swear, like, I am pretty sure they're auto removing shit. So, like, if I pull it back up right away and I try to bet it, I feel like they, like, flagged my account. Exceeds risk threshold. Let's fade Crowder. I hate the first quarter, but why not? So let me refresh this right here. And what we can do is, let's take a look at our open bets. So again, maybe not all of these are from the live stream, but Banchero under 5.5 assists. Like all these plays. Oh, fuck yeah. So Donovan Mitchell's rolling. I mean, that's a good start. Evan Mobley rolling. Already got 2 rebounds. So this is just an app called Pickett if you don't already use it. Garland rolling. Halliburton's still at 7. So maybe he didn't play much in the second quarter. Ben Simmons not doing shit. We literally had Ben Simmons over half of a rebound plus assist for the Chalkboard promo. So hopefully he can at least get 1. So there's Crowder's under. But let's reload Dabble because I'm not sure what the issue was with this app. But anyways, hopefully some of you, if you wanted to get it down, were able to get it down. But we got games starting in a couple of minutes. And we got college basketball bets starting in a couple of minutes. So by far the best play on Dabble right now is Edwards under 3 threes. It may not seem like a big deal. Oh, who cares if you bet Edwards, 2.5 or 3? It makes a big difference. Like Edwards, Ant has 3 threes in a lot of games. So does Prize Picks have his line at 2.5? They don't even have a lineup for him. But like if you look at Anthony Edwards' game log, he has exactly 3 threes in a lot of games. So that's something where we'd push on Dabble. We have his under 3. If you bet his under 2.5, you obviously would have lost. So you can see 3 threes, 3 threes, 3 threes, 3 threes, 3 threes. Like getting 2.5 versus 3 makes a big difference, especially when the player's line is low. So what do we want to look at? So this play they weren't letting us bet, so I assume I'm not going to be able to bet it. What should we take a look at? Any FanDuel or Karma is the guy on the Chiefs. Who are we betting for the Super Bowl? Does anyone have any Super Bowl recommendations? If anyone sees a good bet, let me know. Someone asked about bets on other sports books, so we can pull it up. We can see if there's any value. Let's take a look. I know Kuminga still 1 rebound, SMH. The other picks seem to be looking halfway decent though, so hopefully. So there are some plays on Prize Picks. We've already gone through like Greenlaw under 8.5 rebounds. That seems good. Prize Picks, same payout. You take his over or his under. All the sports books have his under heavily favored. On FanDuel, the best time to bet is early. They fuck up a lot of college basketball lines early. So like you can see on FanDuel, I think I have some good bets open for today. Or I gave out some on Twitter. If you follow me on Twitter. Donovan Mitchell, let's fucking go, bro. So yeah, I mean college basketball. So this one looks like it's going to be a sweat. We're on the over 148.5, but usually there's some good college basketball bets early. So here's one good play, you know. We have him over 5.5 rebounds. You can see FanDuel only has his over a little bit favored, minus 114. All these other books have ripped it to being a much bigger favorite, around like minus 150. Anyways, I'm just going to grab a glass of water, so I'll be back in like 30 seconds. So let's see if we can find anything good. Okay. We are back. So this play we've already locked in. I mean, what do we want to take a look at? So Prize Picks, I don't even think I can bet more today, which is frustrating, but they just tell me max. First of all, I mean, this is what's very frustrating. Like, I've never seen a sportsbook do this. Your max amount is $10. So first of all, it's like, okay, they say I can only bet $10, and then they tell me your max daily amount is $2,000. I've only put in like 6 slips, 5 slips, 6 slips. I'm not even anywhere close to $2,000. So they just don't want me to bet. But so we'll have to wait a bit to bet on Prize Picks until the limits reset. Anyways. Jordan Clarkson, under 4.5 assists on FanDuel seems solid. Only book offering plus money. No other book offering plus money. But let's see. Let's see what else we got. Brock Purdy to throw an interception. We already have that on Prize Picks. I mean, there's some good value in the market. We can check out Dabble. Maybe there's something new. Nope. I mean, obviously the Timberwolves game is starting now. They already bumped Jalen's line down to 13.5, which is a solid play. But again, like, we already got him under 14. So So I'm not going to bet him under 13.5 if we already got under 14. Man, Halliburton's still at 7. So better, like, again, this play on Jalen looks solid, but why would I bet him under 13.5 if we already got him under 14? We can check out ParlayPlay. Wow, ParlayPlay has a lot of value, so I guess I was sleeping on ParlayPlay earlier. So we concede. I mean, they say we have 1 minute left for the Bulls game. So we could start building a slip. And what's cool about ParlayPlay is you can like bump a line in your favor, kind of like create your own Taco Tuesday play. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fade Jalen's PRA line because they have his PRA line too high. Nope, they already bumped him down. Fuck. So you can see Vukovic, they have his line at 15 on ParlayPlay. All the books have his line at 14.5. All the other fantasy sites. That play seems solid, but they already bumped down the play on Jalen. So we only have a minute left. So it's going to be pushing it if we're even able to get something in. And the issue is you can't really take picks in the same game. They bump it. So now lines are moving towards Durant's over in 3-pointers. That makes sense because Booker's out. Again, we can bump this line up to 15.5 and get an extra half point of value. For the promo, again, gonna have to book it here if we're able to get this slip in. And again, what's nice about it is I'm just getting that extra half point of value on Vukovic. It may not seem like, obviously, that big of a deal, but it does make a big deal long-term getting a little bit extra value. So we have Cunningham over 1.5 threes. And I really have to move quick if we're going to be able to get this in. Over 1.5 tackles plus assists. And again, you want to play these with insurance. It's the same payout as prize picks. The match, so yeah, I mean, they're already going to move these. So what I can do is let's get rid of the game starting at 5, whatever. Like, sure, it's a little annoying to miss it, but we can build another slip on ParlayPlay and use the little slide the line promo that they run every single day. So let's just skip over the game starting at 5. So we have Durant over 2.5 made threes. Obviously, Durant's going to be chucking up more shots with Booker out. You can see all the books have ripped towards Durant's over. Makes sense. Booker's not playing. So Durant's a lot more likely to go over 2.5 threes. They haven't adjusted to that yet. So then we have Jordan Pope over. We have Cade over. We have some esports plays. Lucky under and Slend under. So let's take a look at these. So again, like esports, it may not be your favorite sport to bet on, but what's great about it is there's just a lot of value. Like you can see, they have his line at 15.5 on ParlayPlay. Underdog's at 14.5. If you check out Prize Picks, they have this guy's line lower at 13.5. So I mean, you have other market data points, right? Everything's baked into the market. If all of the sharps think that his line should be higher on, they already would have bet it higher. Like these books are moving around lines based on where their profitable customers are placing bets. So, and what we can do is we can just get an extra little point of value and we can bump up Lucky to under 15.5. So we have 4 overs and then we're going to bump this up. And I just want to double check, make sure I did this right. Over, 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 over. And we can kind of lock this in. Again, it's like a little promo they run every day. You can bump a line in your favor. They don't have a sharing link. Otherwise, I'd put in the sharing link, but they don't have it. So here's kind of the play. So we have Durant over 2.5 made threes. We have Cade Cunningham over 1.5 made threes. We have a college basketball play over 2.5 assists. We got to play for the Super Bowl. And then we have some, you know, so here's kind of the slide the line feature. We bumped it up. And I'll put the picks in the chat here in a sec. Under 15.5 map 1. So there we go. What's up, guys? Here's the picks. Alex, do you ever play the FanDuel boosts? Yeah, some FanDuel boosts are good. I mean, they're not all good, but some of them are good. So this is a slide the line feature on Prize Picks. So some of the FanDuel boosts are good. We actually I made some videos about kind of like knowing which odds, about how to break down the math behind an odds boost, see which ones are profitable. So I can share that link here. This is kind of on analyzing FanDuel odds boosts. Yeah, you can slide the line for free. And that's the play. So obviously I'll end this live stream if there's no more value, but we might as well do one more sweep. We used our daily promo on ParlayPlay. They run that promo every single day. The slide the line feature. Man, Halliburton is still at 7 assists. Come on, bro. Fucking, man. So our college basketball bets start off not looking good. They're down 12-5. But again, long game. College basketball is a fucking tilting ass sport to bet on. Wow, 5 fucking points. Come on. But anyways, long game. So what we can do is let's just do one final sweep of the market. We got games starting at I don't know when we have games starting. So the Magic are up big, so hopefully Banchero doesn't pay much of the next half. So here you can see some new college basketball bets kind of popping up on FanDuel. Under 134 half. Eastern Illinois versus Southern Indiana. You can see all these other books have started to rip the total towards the under. You know, probably, most likely, like all the sharps are coming in late and hammering the under. So all these other books, the market's starting to move towards the under, move the total lower. FanDuel still offering this line at -110. So let's check out Dabble. Let's just kind of check out. We can do a clean sweep of all the other books. Okay. So again, we're already on Jalen's under, so there's nothing really new on Dabble. And I'll put this spreadsheet just kind of tracking all the bets in the chat again. Again, it's in the description on YouTube. Again, like, subscribe, comment any questions you have, or put them in the chat. I try to look at the chat every once in a while. Sometimes I do a bad job of it, but so ParlayPlay, we already got down a play. We can check out Underdog. Anyone here from Ontario, what DFS apps are available? I don't really know anything about Ontario. Otherwise, I'd give you a good answer. So, Esports, and not really anything on Underdog and Prize Picks. I literally can't bet anymore for the day. Evan Mobley, looking good. Bro, these college basketball, fuck, man. So, okay. The Bulls game has started. We need Kobe White to get some assists. So here's the play we were just talking about on FanDuel. It looks like FanDuel already moved it. But what we can do is, again, like we can filter out the books we don't really want to see. I try to focus on the main books. Like Fliff is legal, I mean, basically everywhere in the U.S., which is, you know, it's not like the most profitable sports book out there, in my opinion, but Kobe White already has 1 rebound plus assist. He has 1 rebound, so that's good for us. I mean, we got a lot of action on that. Dude, fuck, man. These college basketball players. Cade under 7.5 assists. Some value on Hot Streak. There's also some NBA lines. Some of these books already are posting NBA lines for the upcoming day. And again, like a lot of times good bets are early. Like when these books first post lines, they're kind of out of sync with the market. Books kind of screw up their lines early. So let me just connect my computer charger. But what we can do is, I mean, we can do one last little clean sweep. Anyways, I'm not sure how I'm feeling today. Looks somewhat decent, but we'll have to see. Obviously, a lot of game left. Like, you know, the Cavs game is a blowout. They're up 13 on the Knicks, so hopefully Garland can get to 5 assists. But anyways, Halliburton already at 8 assists. Let's fucking go. So that already cashes our prize picks. Or no, it doesn't. We need one more for prize picks. It gets the underdog play done from last night. But what was I going to say? So what we can do is we can do one more clean sweep of the board. Kobe White with the first assist. 2 assists. Let's fucking go. So Kobe White's absolutely dealing. White has 3. Kobe White already 2 assists. We're fucking rolling. Let's go. White cooking. Good. Hopefully the game stays close. I mean, that's the biggest problem with the Grizzlies is they're horrible. This game's gonna be a sweat. But anyways, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got cooking. So hopefully the Timberwolves blow out the Bucks and Conley goes to the bench. So the Grizzlies are leading. That's actually a good thing for us because we want the game to stay close. Again, it's already factored into the market, but that type of stuff is, you know, it kills a lot of bets. A lot of bets have been killed with a player just not having to play the fourth quarter and you're on is over because the game's a blowout. But okay. So Cade under, under 7.5 assists. I mean, this seems decent on Hot Streak, but nothing to write home about. We got another college basketball play. Again, like, probably all the sharps are hammering the under because you can see, lines are just like ripping towards the under. Fliff is the only book now with the over favored. All these other books have ripped the line towards the under. So we can kind of see, you can kind of pull up, like, let's look at the complete market. So we're debating betting the under 134 at minus 110 odds. Circa's dropped the total to 131. Circa's a pretty sharp book. Circa Vegas, they've dropped the total to 131.5. So even though they don't have these alternate lines, it's pretty clear, just looking at the books that have these alternate totals posted, that getting this play is pretty good. So what we can do, Kobe White already 3 assists, my fucking guy. So let's take a look here. And we want Eastern Illinois. Under 134. So we want the under 134, right? This play seems solid. Solid. Bookmaker has the total at 132.5. Again, they don't have these alternate lines, but like they're telling you, yo, the total should be 1.5 lower. So this seems good enough to go with. Kind of catching them a little stale to these line movements. I mean, it's a low total, obviously, but so we want this, and this is at minus 110 odds. Damn, we've hit a lot of bets on this live stream. We have hit a lot of bets on this live stream. Yeah, so the Kobe White's cooking, but I have him with Conley, which is a little scary. Oh my God, they're down 13. What the fuck? Kobe White's cruising. Not going to win every bet, but definitely frustrating. Fucking college basketball players, and I doubled down on it. Fuck. Anything new, anything new, anything new, anything new. Markkanen under 3.5 made threes. Some plays on Bovada. Anything on Dabble. Ayton ruled out tonight. Yeah, I know. Keensaw, man. Cade Cunningham under 8 assists on Dabble. Let's take a look. Yeah, it looks like the Jalen plays best. ParlayPlay, we already kind of cleared out the early value. I mean, there's a little bit of value, but again, like you want to play 6-pick entries on this platform, so it doesn't seem like there's enough to justify a full bet. Bro, they fucking are down 14 points. Hopefully they come back. But what we can do is, you know, it looks like we kind of cleared out the board. Man, I got to get a new computer so this stuff runs faster and I can make a better setup for these live streams, but hopefully, like, I don't know why this is so slow. AD over 24.5 points, plus 105. So we'll call it a day for now. Again, the live stream tracking sheet's in the description. Hopefully all these plays win. Thanks so much for tuning in. Man, why the fuck did I fade Conley? And why did I take this Keensaw bet twice? But anyways, all the plays are tracked in the sheet. We'll see how today turns out. And thanks so much for your time, guys.